Now on the APEC VIP hotline, cutting-edge training for the serious athlete, apecgo.com. Joining us right now, the head football coach of the John Tyler Lions, Ricklan Holmes. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing great today.
Hey, I got to ask you about the game against Frisco Friday night, 45-28 win, but it was one of the few games where you've struggled a little bit in the first half. Tell me about the ball game.
I just had to just going against an offense of that type of caliber. You know, we're not used to seeing that type of offense, that old wing T offense, that misdirection type of concept. And, you know, once our kids got adjusted after that first half, the rest of the game took care of itself.
I think my heart stopped when I heard that Greg Ward actually threw an interception.
Yeah, well, it was bound to happen, Coach. You know, it's one of them deals where, you know, it's a long season playing 16 games, and, you know, just to go with just one at this point in time is just an incredible feat.
It is amazing, and I joke when I say that because the guy's he's had a phenomenal year. But tell me what happened on the pick.
Well, it was just one of those deals where once it left his hand, he knew he should have probably tucked it and ran. But it was one of those deals where I think he kind of tried to force the pass a little bit, and they took advantage of it.
Now, you guys were down 21-10 with 3 minutes to go in the first half, and you'd been in a situation like that against White House. Talk a little bit about the mindset. What did you guys do to calm it down and get things turned around?
I just told them basically, hey, let's just do what we've been practicing to do. Now that we've seen it firsthand, let's make the necessary correction. Let's get this game under control.
Do you guys ever panic?
No, we don't panic. There's no reason to panic. You take away the panic on Friday by practicing hard Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Thursday.
So there was no concern at all at halftime.
There shouldn't be. You know, this is what we play the game for. You play the game to win and lose, and preparation takes care of everything on Friday.
So then you talk about Ward, and we talked about him throwing the interception. Then he turns around and he puts 3 touchdowns on the board to end the second half and start the third. Obviously, they get your message.
Yes, most definitely. And, you know, that just comes with hard work and practice and doing the things that we need to do to take care of the games on Friday and to make sure that we get everything under control and move forward in this process of going to the state game.
So what kind of adjustments did you make against their wing T at halftime?
Just basically, you know, knowing exactly what we need to do. We already had the adjustments in play. It was just, you know, it's hard to practice against an offense of that type of caliber when you've never faced it before. So practicing against it and playing against it is two different things. And once we faced it face-to-face and we knew exactly what we need to do, the kids have seen it firsthand. They knew exactly what to do to take care of it. Yeah,
you shut them down to 90 yards rushing in the second half after they got 210 in the first.
Yes, most definitely. And that comes to great preparation on the defensive coordinator's, Barry Anderson's part, and having those kids mentally and physically ready to play the game.
You also got a couple of interceptions against them. Talk about the play of your secondary.
That just came from getting them out their comfort zone. You know, they don't want to pass the ball. They want to run the ball. And once we took away the run game, they had to pass it, and that plays into the strength that we already wanted them to play into, which is throwing the ball, and we was capitalizing on making those mistakes.
And what was it like playing in that beautiful stadium?
Oh, awesome. I mean, that stadium right there just shows the true concept of high school football in the state of Texas. You know, that just lets you know the importance of the way that this state embraces football and high school sports.
That's a nice place, no question. All right, now you play Frisco Centennial on Friday night. What do you know about them?
I know that they're nothing like the team that we just played. You know, they try to run the ball a little bit, but they want to pass the ball also. Offense reminds me a lot of our offense. They have a very talented quarterback. They have a real talented running back in the backfield, have very athletic receivers, and on the defensive side of the ball, they have a great defensive lineman out of number 9, and they have a real good corner, number 1, that plays in the secondary. So,
how would you rate them compared to some of the teams you've played already?
Just athlete for athlete, I'd probably compare them to the Mesquite Horn that we played, along with the Luskin team. As far as what they try to do against us, as far as passing the ball and running the ball, they look a lot like White House. They just run the ball a little bit better.
So do you feel like that the competition is getting better, or you feel like you guys have just got this thing under control?
I understand, you know, everybody that makes it to this point is good. You know, all the teams that were suspect got cut out after the second round, you know, and that third round on up made of the teams that really deserve to be there, that's been preparing themselves to be there, and that are disciplined enough to be there.
You've always talked all year long about the fact that right now you just got to take care of your own business and not worry about the other team. Are you at a point now where you got to start worrying about the other team too?
No, you can't change what you do. You know, we go out there to beat John Tyler High School. We don't go out there to beat any other team that we face. And to do that and to keep that mind frame, you have to stay consistent in everything that you do, and that's what we've been doing up to this point.
Up to this point, has there ever been a point in the playoffs where you thought, oh, my gosh, we're letting this thing get away from us?
No. I have that type of feeling during practice during the week. But then once we get to Wednesday and Thursday and we roll out everything and everything is finalized, I get the nerves go away, and now it's just time to play football.
Okay, so you are human, though. I mean, you do worry sometimes.
Yes, I do worry sometimes. And like I say, I do more of my worrying during the week, you know, during the preparation time because, you know, you're building up to that point to get ready for Friday. You want the kids to do all the necessary things during the week to be ready. And if they're not doing that, then you get worried. But if they are, like we do on Thursday and Wednesday practice, then on Friday, you know, it's just time to play football.
Coach, you've been around a lot of really great John Tyler football teams. Have you played on some great John Tyler football teams? Where would you rate this team?
I rate this team up there with the best teams that's done played through here, the 31, the 73, and the 94 team. This team can get it done just like those guys. Do
you consider it a failure if you don't win a state championship?
Any year you play football, it's going to be a failure if you don't win a state championship because if you're a head football coach, if you're a football team, if you're a football player, and at the beginning of the season you don't want to win a state championship, then basically you're playing to lose. You're not playing to win. And our kids understand that from day one. This is what our goal is, to win a state championship.
So their confidence has never been shaken.
No, and it's not going to be shaken.
Awesome. Good, Coach. It's always great talking to you. I love talking to a guy with that much confidence every week. I tell you, it gives me confidence.
Most definitely. Hey, the kids feed off of it also.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, thanks again for talking to us. Best of luck to you on Friday night, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you next week.
Hey, I appreciate it.
All right, Coach. Good talking to you. Ricklan Holmes, the John Tyler head football coach on Bryan Houston Sports Radio Live on 99.3 Talk FM.